It
pick order.
is.
All right, let's go. Drafting screen. Got to change your name because it probably still says Owen.
Oh,
So
oh, and you've changed so
there we go.
much.
Somewhat better. Oh, you even got the you can see the best of 3 series now. That's cool.
Oh yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I like that. So you can
Will that
tell
show
which
in
team
game
won.
as well?
Yeah, it should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know how that works. I guess maybe if you pick the exact same team names, then it works.
I think you do it. I think you just do it in the lobby. I think you just manually set it up in the lobby.
Oh,
I
and
think
you
it's
can
possible
just
to do that.
you can just choose which team.
You just choose, yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's no best of 2 options.
Well, best
You
of
just
2
set it to
doesn't
best of
really
3.
make sense because you can't have a best of 2. You can't have a best
Yeah.
of an even number. I mean, it's just like 2 games, right? So, yeah. Anyway, Tusk is banned instantly. Okay.
Strange Tusk ban.
I know we've got when Wobber plays, so
Yeah,
that's the
it's
signature
the
hero.
Wobber. It's the Wobber signature, but I don't know of anyone on
5 seconds
on that team that would want to play it.
Well, Jabatemel plays it, but not as like a signature hero sort of thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, you've got Shadow Shaman banned. Makes sense. He's such a popular support right now. Does get first picked quite a lot.
Team ban.
Wraith King.
Mm-hmm.
Some strange bans. I don't know. I didn't think you would first phase a Wraith King.
Not
necessarily.
His win rate
it's not
still
common
really high.
in the in-house.
No,
that's for sure.
Well, I think the thing about Wraith King is he's such a good hero, just in general, but he also is easily countered. Like Wraith King cannot deal with illusions, and there are some very strong illusion heroes in the game. He also can't deal with very, very, very high agi heroes.
Yep.
Like
anyone with a lot of armor is
like Terrorblade, he is useless against. You cannot kill the illusions. You cannot kill Terrorblade. You just get your HP swapped. You've got nothing to do against it at all. So, yeah. So yeah, I don't think he does that well against Juggernaut, but I don't know. Juggernaut is not that high armor, and you can tank the Omnislash and come back to life. So actually, no, maybe Wraith King is okay against Jug.
Yeah, I think he's pretty decent.
Don't know. But anyway, he's going to be banned. We're using a bit of reserve time already. Tidehunt was banned this time. He did very well, surprisingly well. I thought Veterans Lane would go worse than it did. There you go. There's the first pick. Nyx makes sense. You've got a lot of people who can play Nyx this game, especially I think Brex is a Nyx player.
Yep.
Good hero. Yeah, very good hero.
Very good hero still.
Yeah.
The only nerf he saw was the removal of the change of the ult, but the rest of his skills were still insane. So
I loved the one shot that happened on Ollie. That was the best thing that's ever happened.
Great. That was great.
Ollie didn't expect he had 4,500 HP.
We didn't expect it. I was playing with him at the time. We were setting up to, follow up with the kill because we had a Yule's scepter for afterwards. So we're like, we'll stun him, then we'll use him, and then he won't get X'd, right? So we'll be able to kill him. But it was like, oh, he's already dead.
He just literally 100% zeroed him in one ability.
They go for OD.
Well, these are the 2 heroes who were banned. Now, I know picking OD into Nyx is not ideal, but OD is a very, very strong hero anyway, and Nyx doesn't hard counter him. But...
No, but it's been something of a in-house counter where people have pretty much strictly avoided it. But I suppose they've just decided...
I think OD is just strong enough. He's such an oppressive hero to play against that you don't really want to be dealing with it. OD is actually being played more as an offlane and a mid as he is a support in the pro games and in high MMR games. So we may see a core OD coming up from Noodles, who is an OD player.
I would expect with it being picked this early, it would be a support.
That does make more sense, but not many people have played OD support other than Brex. But maybe
Jabatemel has.
Okay, fine.
So I could see him doing it.
Yeah, Meteor Hammer.
And Kinder, actually. Kinder's played it.
Has he? Okay.
A little bit.
Yeah, he's a very good hero. High damage. They did do some nerfs to him. I know he lost the mana cost on his Astral Imprisonment went up from 120 to 150, or I think it was 160. The Arcane Orb had a longer cooldown at level 1. So there were some nerfs.
Impact him so much, though. Mana's like... not an issue when you're an OD. I mean, it means your next right click is going to do less damage, right? If you don't get mana back.
Yeah.
But overall, it's not like, oh, he's going to run out of mana quicker, because he's never going to run out of mana. He's just going to slightly scale his damage.
Shakira for Draken?
It's pretty good into OD. Anyone that gets saved is just a free stun.
Yeah, that's true.
Macropire combo, like you're saving someone only to doom them to a horrible dragony, burny, freezy death.
Exactly. It's when you buy Yules, but the enemy team have a Void Spirit, and he sets up the Remnant right, and you go,
exactly.
whoops.
I think with the Nixes, it sets up Nyx as well. So I think it's going to be a dangerous Astral game.
For saving your team, they just start
yeah.
channeling their own Meteor Hammer on you.
It's a bit like when you pick Wyvern into Skywrath Mage, you know, you're like, oh, do you want to die?
Oh yeah, and with the Cold Embrace, anything that holds someone in place is not ideal. Then they go for a very early Legion Commander, but it does make sense because it is known to counter Jakiro, because Jakiro uses Dual Breath, and you just what is it called? Press the attack, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Legion Commander is also used to be the fastest hero in the game, and then Death Prophet became even faster, but still 330 base move speed on Legion Commander. Very strong hero. Noodles knows what he's doing with the hero, so I think it makes sense.
They've shown their offlane though, I think. So I think Radiant should look to pick a good.
There's some anti-synergy there. They've got to be careful about astraling the target you want to duel.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll manage that though.
Yeah, some griefing potential, but I think it will be fine. Juggernaut being banned. I thought Juggernaut actually would have been a good pick for the Radiant. Works well against Legion Commander, but I guess then OD can always imprison the target, but it only lasts 1.5 seconds imprisonment in early levels, level 1.
Yeah. But it's also good against the Omni Slash, like later on, right?
That's true.
You can just hide from it and take no damage.
Yeah. So Ursa gets banned because you don't want to play Legion into Ursa. Really, yes, if you can duel the Ursa eventually in the late game, you can win. But in the early game, it's really harsh because
you just kind of a miserable lane.
Yeah, it's very difficult. I played Legion against Ursa. It's not fun for the Legion at all.
Yeah.
You have to kind of max out overwhelming odds and just sort of poke the Ursa from max range.
Yeah.
Only go in when you're ready to kill him, like when he's 30% or something.
Yeah, and with an OD, I don't know if...
Skywrath Mage. So you don't want to see Skywrath Legion. That's a very good combo. Pretty much guaranteed. I remember winning a ranked game when I was in Immortal playing Snapfire. Because I had to, roll queues, and we had a good pos 3 Legion. I just followed her around the map. Every time she dueled, I just Mortimer's Kisses, and then it was a free kill.
Yeah.
So Skywrath is the same, isn't it? Same idea. You just follow Legion around, duel, Mystic Flare, free kill, thanks.
Instant kill. Move on.
Yeah, exactly. Level 1 Mystic Flare is like 800 damage or something ridiculous. 600.
More than enough.
It's enough to kill anyone pretty much, yeah. Monkey King banned again. We really don't like seeing Monkey, but also Legion doesn't want to play against Monkey in lane. That's pretty harsh.
Yep. Just these melee heroes that are going to give her problems.
She's okay against melee heroes, but
yeah, but there's always those select few melee heroes which are popular, which is just Monkey and
the anti melee
heroes.
Well, like there's a hierarchy of which heroes are anti melee. Like Tidehunter's anti melee, Legion's anti melee, but then some are more anti melee, like Ursa, and Monkey King's almost the king of anti melee. So I don't think any melee hero can win against a Monkey King.
I think Ursa probably can. Not a lane you see very
Monkey
often.
King has got 300 range, which is quite nice. Attack range, which gives you about 100 more than most
I feel like
heroes.
if you man up as the Ursa, you can just...
You'll eventually win,
down,
but
right?
if
in the early levels, especially when Jingu is not that good.
True, but if you have to turn around because you realize you can't go for the kill...
If you have to turn and run, you're done for.
Yeah, it's a very much like you have to all in, and as soon as you can't all in, you lose. So, yeah. OD not banned for once, yes. That is true.
Veno being banned was interesting. I don't think they're going to pick a Veno up when they've already got their fairly obvious pos 4 and pos 3 choices.
And Veno, I'm not a fan of Veno support, and I never really have been ever since Dota has been a thing. I like Veno mid, I like Veno pos 3. I don't like Veno support because you can't get in position to get your ult off. Your ult ends up so under-leveled, it doesn't really do anything. Ogre Magi. Okay, that's some nice buffs for OD and Legion, giving them a huge buff to attack speed and move speed. They're both going to appreciate that. It's stun, it's slow, it's a tanky hero. It's an int hero with not much int, which is good against Nyx.
Against Nyx, yeah.
I think it's one of the... There aren't many heroes in the game who have stat gain higher in not their primary stats, but this is one of them.
Yeah. One that's also
who else has
that imbalanced as well on Ogre.
It's a big change. Some heroes follow that pattern, but I can't remember who else it is. Ursa, I think, might have a higher strength gain than Agi gain. He used to, anyway. I think Medusa has more int gain than Agi gain.
Yeah, Ursa has better strength.
Back in the days where Ursa's ult was, the more health you have, the more damage you do, or some weird mechanic like that.
And Medusa also has a better int gain. There you go.
Okay, so I was right with those ones. I'm trying to think if there are any others where, like, Bane has the same stat gain in all 3 stats. He's always had that.
Yeah,
sort of unique
boring
stat distribution.
flat line.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any others right now. Enigma, but not on Ollie. Okay.
Ricky has really high strength game compared to his other two, actually.
Oh, yeah.
His stats in general are pretty poor.
Ricky has really bad agi game because he scales too well with agi to give him good agi game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So
Enigma.
We've got no Ollie Enigma and no Debate Mail Enigma, so I don't know who's going to play Enigma. Not one we've seen a lot from other players, but it kind of makes sense. It's okay against OD Legion and Ogre. You've got Jakiro to follow up with the Macropire. You just need 2 seconds plus at Black Hole, and that's usually enough to win the team fight. So the Dire team don't have any really obvious cancels. Legion can't cancel
I wonder if they just take a Rubik. As this is what happened in the in-house you didn't cast the other day. They'd kind of picked their supports already, but they still picked the Rubik. And in that game, they put the Rubik off lane. But I think in this game, you can just send OD mid. Pick Rubik here, send the OD mid. And then this Enigma has a pretty miserable game.
Yeah, the problem is that you give Rubik the Black Hole, and his Black Hole hurts. So it's... Yeah, and it's got a lot more cast range, because Rubik tends to get free cast range from Arcane Supremacy. He gets cast range talents. He probably would get a Ether Lens. Okay, Troll Warlord. So I guess... It's a good laner, because it's a ranged hero, who can also become melee when he needs to. Always irritating playing against Enigma, because Enigma denies so many of your creeps, and you can't do anything about it, but Troll can farm quite quickly later on in the game. So I think that works fine.
5
seconds remaining. Needs BKB or be, hideously controlled by the Jakiro and the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, it's going to be a big, probably just SMY BKB.
Pugna makes sense against Legion, makes sense against Troll. You just decrepify them, you drain your allies to heal them, or you just decrepify and start draining the Legion commander to kill her.
Yeah, I like the Pugna.
Very clever. Yeah, good
They
material.
realised they had to pick it now and then pick their core next, because the Pugna's pretty high priority ban against the Troll and a Legion.
Yeah, because Troll can ult, but you can just decrepify him, and now he's running into you, can't do any damage.
So they're just like, okay, we'll pick that now and pick our carry next. Doesn't matter what order we pick it in, because both our picks.
I don't feel like you would have picked a Storm Spirit into a Nyx Assassin anyway, and into like a Pugna. You'd have a horrible lane playing Storm versus Pugna. So
I just feel like the Radiant haven't thought that much about their bans.
Yeah, the bans are quite
random bans.
They are quite random. Team. Yeah, they are quite random, the bans. 1 second reserve time on the Dire. So
yeah, they used a lot on that Troll. I wonder what they were discussing. I wonder if they were discussing the Rubik. I'd be intrigued. I'd be intrigued to know.
10 seconds remaining.
But the Radiant only have 10 seconds of reserve time. They did go for a Puck ban, which I think makes some sense. Puck is a very strong hero, very good at interrupting things like the Enigma's Black Hole. Does well against Pugna because you can cancel the drain immediately with Phase Shift. You can dodge all the Nether Blasts. Gyrocopter, okay. More AoE damage. Good laning. Well, the last pick has 20 seconds to the Radiant. The Dire have a very short amount of time to respond, so hopefully they've thought of some options. I think Ollie will pick Willow. That's Owen's bet. Okay.
Ollie Willow? Yeah, I could see that.
Goes well with Legion Commander. You just go in and you burst someone down. You get attack speed from Ogre for the late game. You can cancel a Black Hole with the Fear.
Yeah, huge range for hole cancel.
Dire team pick.
That was the last second pick as well.
Okay, the boring Damien has come out. More I think crowd control. It's tanky. I don't know. Not a big fan.
You missed a random on the in-house as well on Wednesday.
A random.
Ross didn't pick in time, and we got random to Slark instead of Gyro.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, we've got about 7 seconds left now, so I'm hoping they know what they're going for.
Yeah, I really hope they have a good idea.
Because it doesn't have to be a mid. And here we go. 1 second. Shadow Fiend. Okay. Now, that should be Ollie Shadow Fiend. I know he has been playing it a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. That can work out. You've got a lot of burst damage for the duel with your ultimate or the triple raise. It's good against Pugna because Pugna you can easily burst.
Yep.
Might struggle a little bit in lane against the Pugna because he can always just decrepify and life drain you. So
Pugner's not a big fan of, you know, an early BKB either. So
no, he
it
can't
kind of for-
decrepify himself when he's in BKB either. So
Yeah.
that also limits some potential. So we'll see. I think the Shadow Fiend does make sense. And if you're playing against Dragon Knight, or you'll be playing against Pugner. Now it's going to be Pugner mid. So you got Dragon Knight POS 1, which is an odd POS 1 hero to have because it doesn't scale very well compared to like
Yeah,
you're never man up to a Troll Warlord as Dragon Knight. You just can't. Dragon Knight will outscale you like mad.
I think there's a lot riding on the black hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
In order for them to win a fight, because they need that control on the troll. Because as you said, not a single hero on Dire can man up to the troll and win.
Nope. Not in the late game anyway. All right. Let's go. Lloyd is a god. I'm expecting good things. You know. It's Noodles on the OD because he's an OD and a Legion Commander player, but he is playing support OD with Doige on the Legion Commander POS 3. Yep, standard safe flame. Ollie playing Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's Ag Shard is incredibly good for the spell damage Shadow Fiend. It's very, very boring. It's just have some spell amp. And I think you get 20 souls, so you get 15% spell amp from your Ag Shard. Then you can also get more souls later on, can't you? Oh, no,
It's basically just
changed.
the talent, 15% spell amp.
But your Ags does give you more souls.
Yeah.
Which means then your Ag Shard gives you more spell amp. You get 6% spell amp at 10 as well. Then you get 120 Shadow Raise damage at level 20.
30 seconds
So,
to battle.
I mean, the amount of magic damage this hero can do even in the late game is just completely ridiculous. It's almost stupid. But we'll see how well Ollie can play it. We don't see many Shadow Fiend players, at least not those who play at the sort of Yule's Blink way. And it is very effective. So we'll see what Ollie can do with it. Next Assassin also starting with boots. Immediately queued up 2 mangoes.
The battle begins.
Goes for the stun. Gets the bounty. Well timed. Bit of a fight going on here. Jakiro does manage to get the Dual Breath onto both targets. Deutsch started with Moment of Courage, which I guess is slightly unusual against a Jakiro.
Yeah. Yeah, I would think so.
Doing a bit of damage back to Noodles. Don't think you want to fight a hero with 6 armor at level 1.
I think it's interesting that this Ross won't be like the benefit of this OD, right, is that he's really a POS for OD. He's quite good at bullying in lane, but because it's a Dragon Knight, as soon as he gets to like level 3, he's just going to have the regen to not care. So I think it's a bit of an interesting way of making the OD less impactful.
He's just bullying Draken, who's got absolutely no
Yeah,
mana already
you just
because
pick on
it's
the dragon
140 mana to use Dual Breath, and it only does 100 magic damage at level 1, but it does go up 100 magic damage per level.
That's a
Pretty
lot.
strong, yeah.
Yeah.
It ends up at 400 magic damage if you max it first. Ross doesn't, or Draken doesn't always max it first. Does go for a lot of 2 points, then goes back and maxes the ice path. So you've got 2
Tinder
seconds done
has
ready.
taken Bloodlust level 1,
Oh, that's level 1. Okay.
which is very unusual.
It's
I would
fine
say.
to go at level maybe even 2 or something, but
2,
level 1
yeah.
is quite unusual. I mean, he's just using
It's
it
level
to
2 now,
smack
so it's
Brex.
fine. Yeah,
I always find
guess
Ogre versus Nyx is always funny. It's the battle of the high HP regen heroes who don't do a lot of damage.
The Radiant's courier has been slaughtered. How low can you
Oh, and a
get?
courier snipe already. The power of
Ogre
the
wins it, though.
speedy OD. He did lose 5 movement speed in the last patch as well.
But he's got boots.
Yeah, he is very fast. Voyage is not winning the fight against Frost because it's quite hard to win a fight against someone with this much free armor and health regen.
Yeah, I almost feel like he needs to.
Oh no, he used the press the attack when Draken hadn't used his spell on him. Now he has to tank the whole liquid fire.
Has been butchered.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brex
Dodge
finds a
doesn't
courier as well.
look like he's quite clocked the value of that. Yeah.
5,600 points predicted on one team. Wait, something's going on with my cameras. There we go. Turn Brex off and then go to Draken. There we go. Bit of a fight going on top lane. Brex does manage to get the double impale. Very nice. We've got Veteran on Enigma. Not a role I see him on a lot. He has managed to already get 6 denies though. So many predictions. Wait, only one prediction on the Radiant, but someone predicted 5,600 points. Okay.
Wow, someone's confident.
3 TT. Never sure about rushing Soul Ring on Enigma because you really badly need the mana, but then you really badly need the health regen as well. You don't get that.
I think it's okay. I'm not sure what else. How else do you get the mana?
You could rush Arcanes,
Like
I guess.
mana. Yeah, but you need quite a decent lane to get that. Don't you?
You do. Maybe you just go Tranquils instead. I don't know. But I tend to go Arcane as well as.
I would go Arcane. Yeah.
Bottle. Yeah, you could do. I feel like you need a lot more mana though because it's it goes up to 170 mana cost to use your spell, which is a lot of mana. Enigma does have a decent end game,
using
but
it on
still,
cooldown.
you want to spam it, yeah. But the cooldown is 35 seconds, so it is quite long. It does coincide well with the Soul Ring.
Yeah.
Anyway, he has big mana problems in Enigma because his spells are so expensive. I mean, look at Midnight Pulse. It scales very strangely. 50, 80, 110, 140. Never seen a spell scale quite like that. Malefice goes up to 160 mana. Yeah, his spells scale pretty... I mean, Black Hole costs 300 mana as well.
Level 1.
Yeah, it's the same as Queen of Pain's ult. It's 300 mana at level 1. And so Zeus's ult, 300 mana level 1. So they are a lot. Passive start, 4 minutes, no kills, but 10 courier kills. Rex has got 2 already. Rex, this might be first blood. We were talking about first blood. Another courier kill.
His own courier killed in the process.
And Rex is going to die. Yep, there's the first blood. But 11 denies on, or 12 denies on veteran. You get guaranteed range loss. It denies when you play a hero like Enigma, so very irritating to play against. But unfortunately, that's just the way the game is made.
Mid's going a bit in Ollie's favour by the looks of things. Similar to last game.
Yeah, Juju's struggling a little bit.
I'm sure Pugner really likes playing against Enigma. Oh well, not Enigma, Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just waves and go jungle at the same time and just be super efficient.
Yep, get a bottle, spam the mangoes. You went for an early Wraith Band. I actually seen some Shadow Fiends go for Null Talismans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because you need the mana regen. Not actually a bad idea. But he went for a Wraith Band and now he is going for Yule's, Rush Yule's. I think Yule's maybe going to burn to death. No, he's actually going to be fine. He is so much faster than this Jakiro. And so he will escape. Cheeky little tip.
Wow.
Ross has got a fluffy hat. Oh, he's going for a Falcon's Blade on Dragon. I mean, Dragonite does not need a Falcon's Blade.
So, yeah, I don't think so. That's an interesting one.
He can't... If you really need mana, get a Soul Ring. It's much cheaper than Falcon's Blade, and it gives 6 strength and 2 armor. Falcon's Blade is, what, 10 damage and a bit of health? I just don't think it's necessary at all.
Yeah, I don't think Dragonite needs that health. He gets 400 health at level 15, which is a busted talent.
It looks like there was a bit of a fight in the top lane. Managed to take out Kinder, but Kinder managed to take out Veteran. Bot lane, we're just not having a lot happening. Noodles doesn't have a single point in Arcane Orb. I thought Arcane Orb was the harassment ability of choice, but instead you max out the Astral Imprisonment. So, okay, interesting.
I think if you don't have a point in Arcane Orb, it can be quite... If you get unlucky, you can end up running out of mana.
Yeah, it's true, it is true.
Arcane Orb, you can always spam it until you get some mana back. So I'd expect him to keep the next point going to Orb. But...
Yeah, if you have no Orb, you're right, you can end up Veteran does have the Soul Ring, is going Arcane and then Blink. So that's the sort of way I play him. Not many last hits on the Enigma, only 15 against Trolls 28, but does have 16 denies. Trying to kill Debate Mail. Impale misses. So Debate Mail will be fine. Kinder does not seem to care. Look at him. He's got 8 armor. Just man fighting. He bloodlusts himself, which of course gives more attack speed. Just starts hitting people. You've got Noodles in a very interesting spot here, behind the enemy.
Yeah, what's he waiting for? Looks like a gank on mid, but the Jakiro may have spotted him.
Yeah, he just does a bit of damage to Pugner. Not achieving a lot. Ollie's farming is better than Pugner's. Best in the game at the moment, but maybe I thought he would have been a bit further ahead than this, seeing that Legion Commander, his offlaner, has actually nearly got the same amount of last hits. Went the double Bracer build as well. Holding their own. Veteran is getting close to 6 now. Black Hole always quite strong. Baitmo going in, trying to kill Veteran. We've got the stun ready. There's stun. Missed the Impale again. Veteran may actually go down here. One auto attack. Nice use of Carapace, but he will unfortunately burn to death. Now to Baitmo. He has absolutely no mana. Interesting for a Troll Warlord actually to go for the Void Stone before the Ring of Health.
I think it's if you're spamming axes, it can get really expensive.
Yeah, you're going down, aren't you? GG with the rotation.
In a lane, perhaps he wants to kill the Eidolons, right? And if he spams the axes,
Draken. Comes the Jewel. Jewel. No Jewel. Okay, no Jewel. Ross doesn't even have his stun yet. So, not like he could really save him. Now he has the stun. And the Falcon's Blade. You mean Dragon Knight has a 2 mana regen talent at level 10, which is more than a Falcon's Blade gives anyway, unless he's desperate for the damage reduction one, which is nice to be fair, but I don't know. Still seems odd to me.
I think the damage reduction is pretty nice against Troll.
It is. It doubles it from basically 25% reduction to 49% reduction.
Yeah,
Baitmo is quite low.
About this game.
He's going to be okay.
He's got his 6 now as well, although he has no mana for it.
He has no mana even with the Void Stone. He needs a Ring of Health. He's getting salved at the moment. Rex is trying to counter it, but he cannot. Misses the Impale again. Unlucky with the Impales this game, Rex. Struggling to find them. We do have the stun on Kinder. So Kinder went 1 rank of Bloodlust and now is just sort of left at rank 1, and they will take Rex down. Kinder with the last right click. Oh my god, Juju TP's in, but he nearly gets instantly killed by Ollie, who does 2 Shadow Raises onto him.
Wow.
Ollie could start pushing the tower. Jakiro going to try and soak a little bit of XP in mid, which he desperately needs. He doesn't even have Ice Path yet. Level 7 on the Dragon Knight. He's going for Radiance. So going for Treads, Falcon's Blade, Radiance. Noodles gets yet another courier.
Yeah, I'd like to see Ollie put more pressure on the tower there. There's nothing really that Jakiro can stop him from doing.
Okay, Jakiro TP's top. Still only level 3, this Jakiro though. He is a low level. It's about to be level 10 minutes in. And he is still stuck at level 3.
As well. He just very much was happy to sit on low level and let his carry take the lane.
Yeah, level 4 on the OD as well. You have 2 very low level heroes because you have 2 level 8s, 3 level 8s. But Dragon Knight is level 8 on the core, just basically having all the free farm in the world. Legion has no dual wins at least, and you're never going to get an easy dual win on a Dragon Knight. Here we go, Juju's here. Troll's in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have any mana. Actually going to drop the Black Hole, which I think is completely unnecessary when Juju's here for a gank as well. But, I mean, a kill is a kill, and they certainly got one on a core. Juju will now go back mid. Ollie is level 9, just having fun getting the Yules. Very close to Yules now on Ollie, which allows him to get free kills. Whether he travels or not, I'm not sure, but he will get Blink next, I imagine. Ross, he actually manages to find a kill on Doige.
Oh.
Not sure how he managed that. He's very low on both mana and health, but yeah, he did find the kill. Very impressive. Use his ult.
There's double bracer as well on Doige and face beat, so you wouldn't expect him to go down easy.
No, he's also maxed out Moment of Courage, which means you're pretty good against heroes, you know, who are trying to man fight you.
Yeah.
Bit of a fight going on top lane. You've got 6 heroes here. We're trying to get a kill onto Veteran. The Impale does go out, but I think Veteran's still going to go down. Noodles drops the hammer, but then Nyx does a massive amount of pure damage and finds the kill on Kinder's surprise. Spike Carapace to stun. Juju rotates. Juju gets yet another kill. Brex in a bit of trouble. He has Impale. He's going to use Jabaitmo. No, Brex is fine. It's Jabaitmo who's in trouble. Ice Path does just about miss, unfortunately. So that was a good fight for the Radiant. Yes, they lost Enigma, but they managed to pick up the OD and the Ogre. Well, it is only 2 supports, though.
Despite Juju's kind of mismatch in the last hits, he's managed to put himself at a higher net worth than the SF just due to good rotations. Whereas I think Ollie's just playing it too passive.
You're right, Ollie is way ahead in last hits, but still behind in net worth.
So far behind in net worth.
I guess that's...
I think that's what he... I think he's made some mistakes. When Juju's run off, he's run back into the jungle and done exactly what he would do if Juju was still in lane. But I think he has to either put pressure on the tower or rotate himself as well.
Yeah, I agree. Farming is good, but neutral creeps don't give a lot.
Yeah.
I think this is time for a kill. You've got Ollie here with a double damage duel. Out comes the duel. Is Ollie going to ult? Walks in. I mean, Ollie could have just got the kill using some Shadow Rays. In fact, Brex doesn't die. I mean, he does finally die, but that was free duel damage if he just immediately went Razes. But he yields and tried to get his ult off on Ross, which is then cancelled. And now the stun's gone into Deutsch, but Ollie, he's going to think about ulting. He's holding it. He's really holding it. He's gone into the trees. Now he's going to channel his ultimate. Does quite a lot of damage, but you know, Draken, he had an infused raindrop, so that negated some damage. In fact, they barely did any damage. I'm surprised it hit so little, but I guess you really need to be on top of it to get hit by all of them.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's
Their structures are fortified. That's what they're
yeah, it's a bit of a struggle, even though he's got his Yules already. He's I think before you've got, you know, often see the boots of travel, you actually run. Took him quite a long time to run under the.
That's
Yules.
a kill, Doodles. That was a kill. If you just imprisoned him, but he didn't imprison him. But Ross will find a kill with the Dragon's Breath. Midas OD. No, it's not Midas. It's Meteor Hammer. Yeah, that's true. Rank 2 Requiem of Souls. No, is 50% stronger.
Oh wow.
Radiant's middle tower.
And then it goes up another 50%. Well, another 40 damage per soul. You can also get more souls with your Aghanims, which then makes it return, doing even more damage.
Oh, Rex.
Ollie died to a neutral though. Died to a neutral.
I'm not sure if it's that sad, to be honest. I think it still ruins that SF game, you know.
He lost half his souls. He's going to have to get them back. Yeah, it has taken Shadowfiend out of the game, and he's a very fast farmer. Ollie still has not got a kill to his name. He is 1-1-1-1-1 in last hits and denies, but actually, Ross is farming just as well, and Ross is going for Radiant's Dragon Knight, which is quite a greedy build, but I mean, why not? He's doing quite well with the farm. He's actually getting pretty close to the Sacred Relic, and Radiant's Dragon Knight makes some sense. You're a very tanky hero, and if you can just survive long enough, also
like
plus
this
60 damage, yeah, I quite like it. For a pos 1 Dragon Knight, I like it. I wouldn't build it on a mid
He
Dragon
still
Knight.
took the mana regen. Now I really don't understand.
Wow,
that
he
far
is
from the-
desperate for. I mean, he's only got one spell that really costs mana, and it's only 120, and it's on an 11-second cooldown. Yes, you're spamming it for farming, but I mean, he's got 7. He's also got a Royal Jelly. This guy has way too much mana. Look at his mana regen, 7 mana regen on a Dragon Knight. Why does he need so much? They know Brex is here. Never. They know Brex is here. He's about to walk into a sentry. He keeps walking in and out of the sentry. They drop another sentry. Then he walks out of that one as well. So Brex will be fine. Just runs away. You've got Blink Dagger on the Enigma. Battle Fury as well. 15-minute Battle Fury with phase boots. So that's going to be good. He's just going to farm it up. Brex is just running around being a nuisance. I think he's going to open on the Doge, just do a little bit of damage. Yep. Fair chunk of HP. Trying to do quite a bit of damage to Ollie. Did you see how much damage Noodles did to himself with the Nether Ward? Brutal.
Yeah,
that's only rank 1 Nether Ward as well.
I didn't think about how good that combo can be, or like anti-synergy can be with the OD mana costs being quite high.
They're very high. Here we go. There's the duel. Ollie, just triple raise. Triple raise. Okay, missed one of the raises. Does get the second T. I think Ollie needs a little bit of practice with those raises, but that's finally Ollie puts a kill on the board. The first duel win of the game, 10 damage, also ending a killing spree. So Ollie will be in second place on the net worth now. He does have a Troll Warlord on his team as well, who'll be farming well. Drekken, you're getting very aggressive. Maybe a little bit too aggressive. Ollie, he's now going to get his ult off. Massive damage onto Ross. He's a tanky hero, Ross, but his HP is going to go down. They take the tower as well. We have the full Dire team here pretty much, and there will be a kill from Noodles.
And that's Ollie's Blink Dagger.
That's exactly the sort of thing that the Dire needed.
And the Meme Hammer. Yeah, they needed that.
They did, and they've got this Battle Fury Troll Warlord. So I think the late game is actually pretty safe for the Dire if they can get there. They've also got, you know, dual wins permanently make you scale to the late game. Whereas Radiant have a very farmed Dragon Knight, who I don't think is going to be able to fight a Troll Warlord, a Legion Commander, and a 10 million magic damage Shadow Fiend. So we'll see.
He's quite close to his Radiance there, so that's a bit of a
true
timing. But now that they've got the double blink on Doige and Ollie, I think they need to just run and just find as many pickoffs as they can, because I don't think anyone can survive that unless they bring all 5.
Oh, here goes the duel.
Oh, there they go, yeah.
Yeah, immediately. Oh, Black Hole. Beautiful Black Hole. That's absolutely perfect. And look at the damage. I think you should have gone for the Nether Blast first, actually, instead of just going straight into the ultimate. But nevertheless, you have saved Juju from dying. I think you're going to get Ollie killed. He does have to use himself. He's got Blink Dagger. Can just blink out. Actually manages to do it. I think that was a bit of a...
Still doing damage, and
that was a bit of a misplay with all of the skills. I think you should have gone into the massive Nether Blast rather than immediately channeling the ultimate. But I think that's going to be Kinder brought down. Yeah, so the Radiant will still get a kill from that. Ross is the one who gets the kill.
He was trying to get the life drain on as quickly as possible.
Maybe. But I think that was good from Veteran, denying the dual damage again.
Yeah, it's a bit sad to kind of use Black Hole and not feel like you've gained much, but you've denied a lot from the other team in doing that.
Yeah. Dire did manage to salvage. Yeah, it looked pretty well. It looked good for the Dire, then it looked bad, and actually they only ended up losing Kinder's Surprise, so they're doing okay. Troll Warlord is farming very fast with the Battle Fury. He's already got Yasha, and going into Sanjin Yasha. Dragon Knight has very nearly got Radiance, which will speed up his farming quite a lot. I don't know why he has 7.1 mana regen and a backpacked Clarity. I think he went a bit overkill in the mana this game. We're going to bring that up afterwards. Doige, he's going to be brought down. I feel like they decrepified Brex by accident, but anyway, it's still a kill. A kill is a kill. Brex going for Yules first. That's what you build on a Nyx assassin who's actually trying to play for his team rather than just rushing Dagon.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't like the Dagon rush at all.
Yules is very nice on Nyx. He needs the move speed. Mana regen's nice for him. It means you can control the Legion Commander, you can control the Troll Warlord, you can cancel the Shadow Fiend ult. You've got so many options there. You do have the Radiance up now, 19-minute Radiance. He's going for BKB next on Dragon Knight. So wants to tank up.
Yeah, against an OD.
Meteor Hammer. A little bit too late on the cast there. And so Juju just walks away. Let's have a look at the player levels. That's what's interesting to see. 14, 14, 14. So it's all pretty close. Level 8 on the OD. He is the lowest level at the moment. But has the Meteor Hammer, so doesn't really need any other spells in the whole game. Everything else optional.
Yeah.
Just don't see how Dragon Knight fights a troll. I mean, I know he has a very, very, very long stun, which I think is maybe his advantage.
I think the idea is that they're never going to be. It's never going to be just the Dragon Knight. I think because they've got the Pugner and the Enigma to kind of deal with the
Oh,
Dragon
we found Nyx. Is the Meteor Hammer going to land this time? Yeah, there we go. Perfect timing. Then Nyx does stun everyone with the Carapace, but he's still going to go down. That's level 12 Legion, so twice as much dual damage. Now on 30. Slowly building up a decent amount.
Yep.
Troll Warlord literally just running around the jungle, having fun, farming. Not doing much else.
Yeah, it's a real AFK best for the troll.
It is.
Keeler's a good item for troll.
Yep. Not using it though.
No. Decided that I don't know if you need the Possess Mask to hit creeps. But
not when you've got Battle Fury's health regen. He has the full Sanjin Yasha now, so he is, just with those two items, you have a lot of damage and you're quite tanky. I'm guessing Ollie's going to go BKB Arcane Blink. And then Abyssal Blade or Scythe.
I've seen less people go for the Arcanes like first and take up the Abyssal first.
Okay.
Just get the Abyssal because then I don't know. I think it's probably more useful than the Arcane Blink.
The Arcane Blink allows you to get your razors off incredibly quickly though, which is why I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah, I mean, I still think it's really good, but I just have seen in a couple of games definitely people going Abyssal.
The Radiant are going quite aggressive now. I know you have the Radiance and Dragon Knight, but he can still easily be brought down. Shadowfiend needs the BKB though before he can fully engage in these team fights because there's a lot of interrupts on the Radiant team for him. They're actually going in. They're running up into high ground though. I don't know if they want to fight this. Nuance is a fast hero. The Radiant can't get on top of anyone. That's the problem. They're going back and forth. Brex needs to use his stun rather than try to get the damage off. That is going to be a kill. Debatemel, he's lost a bit of bonus damage. He's starting to fight Ross. Gets Yules. It's a nice Yules. Aeon Disc on the Pugner. Didn't realise that.
Already?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Really early Aeon Disc. I mean, I guess it does keep him safe for Jewel.
Yeah, I think it's Jewel and just the use SF combo.
Oh, that's unfortunate. The Whirling Axe didn't stun Brex. Here's another Whirling Axis, but we keep Dragon Knight in position. Dragon Knight does get stunned by the Meteor Hammer, but no one else does. Beautiful Ice Path from Draken, but it's going to make the other team back off. They're not going to be able to get a kill here, but they will make the other team back off. We do have Blink Black Hole at the ready as well.
Pasted SF coming up from behind now.
No BKB though. The hammer was dropped. It's not going to be enough damage, is it? No, OD is going to be... Dragon Knight's going to be kept alive. Out comes the Black Hole again to save the Jewel. You've got a massive amount of damage here. Ollie does get his ult off. It will end up killing Ross. But it's too late. His whole team pretty much died. No, Jabemo, he is very, very low, but he kept alive because of his ultimate. We do bring him down, though. So this fight is a bit all over the place. It's 2 versus 3 at the moment now.
Well, I think that's poor reactions from the Nyx assassin. That SF was ulting right next to him. He had yours up for the whole thing.
But now he's going to go back in because he is alive. Who are we going to go on?
But no.
Can we get Ollie? Can we get Ollie? Can we get Ollie? Look at the damage coming out from Nyx assassin. Nice hold in place from Super Noodles. But I can't see any way Ollie gets away with this. He does have Yules. But there's no... Oh my god, why did that happen? He just Yulesed and blinked in front of 3 heroes.
Yeah.
No Ice Path ready, so... Yeah, Ollie gets away.
I think that's pretty much thanks to the Astral on Juju that didn't allow any damage to go into him while he was stunned.
Jakiro's score is 0-1-9. What a score that is. Brilliant.
That's incredible.
That's an amazing score. In fact, the Radiant have some very good scores in their team. It's a close game, 13-12. No team have an easy and obvious lead at the moment. BKBs are going to make a massive difference. Then people can ignore the Shadow Fiend damage. You can ignore all the Nyx and Jakiro stuff. You can ignore the OD and the Ogre. It's just going to be really good when these BKBs come up. Ollie's is up now, ready to go, so he can just immediately blink into a team fight and just go blink BKB. What are you going to do?
Yeah, I think BKBs are pretty big for both teams, to be honest, this game.
Oh no, Ross is in a bad position. His team are coming at him, but I think it might be a bit late. Stuns the Legion Commander. He's actually going to be okay. He's held in place by Noodles, but he's going to be fine because his team are going to be here by now. And you can try and kill him, but that's a very tanky hero you're trying to kill. He is just going to be kept alive just about. Ollie is going into the ultimate. They will still bring him down. Never mind. This has been a good fight for the Dire afterward because they brought all 5 heroes here. Whereas the Radiant have not done that, so Brex is going to go down as well. Nice double kill for them. Meanwhile, you've got Veteran using his Eidolons to get some push in the top lane. Does bring the enemy team back. 2 of them, in fact. But killing Ross is important. Ollie level 18, so max rank ultimate. Does need to get his Ag Shard. Don't know if he's forgotten about that, but you do need it on Shadow Fiend. Because it's just 15% spell out. Why would you not get it? His spells already do so much damage.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
The Enigma almost has his BKB, and then we'll work on a shard as well. That's pretty nice.
Yep.
Pretty decent farm from Max this game.
He's doing okay. He's got more than the Legion Commander, who's a little bit poor and only has 30 dual damage, but still has a lockdown needed for Shadow Fiend to kill people.
Yeah, it's still a useful hero even without much this game.
Yeah, you can't solo kill people if you don't have an early game on Legion Commander where you dominate, but you can still hold people in place for your actual cause. You've got a Troll Warlord as well, so... And you saw the Troll lived on like 1 HP for so long at the end, because they couldn't control him enough in his ultimate, and then he eventually just ran forward and destroyed Enigma. What's going to happen now? You do have all of the ultimates up on both teams. Oh, we're blinking in. Oh, he doesn't have his ult. Shadow Raise 1, but then we have Glimmer immediately. Glimmer 2. Ollie's used all of his charges. Do we have the stun though? Ollie pops the BKB quite early, so we're going to use the Dragon Tail on Ogre Magi. Being kept alive by Noodles, but he's in a bit of a tough position. But then Brex, he goes straight onto Noodles. Look how much damage Brex has done to Noodles by himself. Do we have the damage to kill him? Yeah, easily. Massive Nether Blast to the face, and he is going to go down.
Yeah, that's a tough... You don't really want to blink use the Jakiro, I feel like. There are probably... You want to catch the Enigma or the Pugner at this point in the game.
Yeah, that's true. So Dragon Knight is now level 18. So even though he's currently not in his blue dragon, he does have it up next, which of course makes his dragon slow by 40%. He is now going for Assault Cuirass, so more damage on the Dragon Knight. He did go for the 25 damage talent. I feel like 25 damage is not worth 400 HP. 400 HP is so much better, but I suppose you do want damage on Dragon Knight core. I would still have gone with 400 HP, never mind. Oh, we found the Troll Warlord. Dispelled the stun, very nice. Then another stun goes on to him. He does have BKB, but he doesn't want to commit it right away.
Thinking about it now, it's a very good Troll Ags game, isn't it? You can dispel a lot from the enemy team. Malefice, all of Jakira's stuff, Decrep.
Yeah, actually, it is a good troll Axe game. Yeah, he's going Axe. You said it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really smart. Can you dispel Carapace for the Nyx as well?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if there's much to dispel on the enemy team. I guess
Oh no, this is not looking good for the Radiant. They didn't expect the smoke. There's a blink away from Enigma. Ross, he's got the BKB. He's got the BKB. He's going to be spamming that. And he does get the BKB off. There's the duel, but they can't kill him that quickly in the duel. Do they have enough damage to kill him? Yes, they do. They do manage to bring him down, but then Deutsch is going to be brought down by Brex. Nice bit of stun there. So that's 2 kills for the Radiant versus 1 kill on the die, but they did manage to kill Ross, which is a very important kill.
Got that first BKB charge out of him and the dual one. So
Well, BKB charge is used by Ollie as well. Ollie has a gem, by the way. I've noticed.
That's an early gem.
It is quite an early gem. I'm not sure who bought it. I don't think it says. It may be his, actually.
Could be,
Still doesn't have his Ag Shard. Ceremonial Robe, that's a very nice item but for Shadow Fiend to have. He needs the mana pool. It's minus magic resist on the enemy team. Definitely a good item. Black Hole is ready, though.
Some Orb of Destruction on the troll.
Very, very nice item. Is going for Aghanims. He's getting there. Oh, Brex. Carapace a little bit too early. Is going to use yours. Nice Ice Path. Just holding them back.
Yeah, I think Draken's played really well today.
0-1-12. Yeah, never being brought down. This is a hero who is very, very immobile.
Yeah.
And not that tanky either, but just good positioning, really.
Yeah, really played well. Helped his team.
Yeah.
Been in the right spots at the right time.
Dire definitely have the slight advantage at this point in the game. Because they have cores which are on top, but it is very close. I just wonder how well this Dragonite is going to scale into the late game. I know he can buy core items like Assault Cuirass, etc., but I just don't feel like he scales well enough. He's only got 2 agi gain, 3.4 strength gain. His talents are defensive more than anything else. You know, he can have extra 20 strength, he can have longer dragon tail, but nothing that really makes him scale. It looks like they were going for Roche. Rex is going to run away. He's fast, he's got the Ag Shard. They're still taking the Roche. Got to be careful because Jabatemo's taking it really fast. That's a troll wall for you. Ollie blinks in, uses the BKB. It just zones people, but doesn't really do a lot of damage. Ross has popped his ultimate as well and his BKB. He's doing a lot of damage, and Ross cannot be brought down. Jabatemo's still trying to finish off Roche. There's going to be 2 kills already. And then, can they take the Roche? Can we take this Black Hole? There's the Black Hole. Roche has been stolen. Nice Black Hole from Veteran. Fantastic play. And Ollie will manage to blink out and saves the gem. And he has the Enchanted Quiver as well. But yeah, great fight. We're going to have to do a recap on that fight. I'm hoping the recap actually loads.
Right before he killed the Roche, he got bashed. And I think it was probably 1 or 2 hits away.
Yeah, here it is. Look, so Brex scouts it first, gets out. Jabatemo just starts taking the Roche. Netherward is kept alive for a little bit with Decrep. Ross goes in with the BKB. Ollie ults. He doesn't find anyone with the ult. And he's kind of running around not doing a lot then. And he kind of has to back off, and you can see Ross is so strong, just running in. No one can stop him. The Dire team are all over the place. Brex managed to get a pick off. Veteran, very patient with the ultimate, goes in for the ult just as Roche is about to die. And then they get it. And as you can see, the Radiant are now enjoying the Dire's racks. It's been the first set of racks taken down. OD really struggles against Nyx. The amount of burst damage Brex is capable of doing with that sort of 600 pure damage, plus the damage coming out from Mana Burn after you've reduced their magic resist. He doesn't even have Dagon, just went Blink Dagger on Nyx, which I think is a much more intelligent build.
Yeah.
Meteor Hammer? No. Not going to happen. You've got Ollie doing a little bit of cheeky split pushing. Oh, he's being chased. Look how fast Brex is. But of course, Ollie can see him because welcome to Gem. Blink on him? No, isn't going to be able to fight.
They had a sentry there anyway.
They
from
did.
The fight earlier, I think. So yeah, fairly safe for Ollie. But even then, if that TP was still a little bolt, I mean, you've got a Nyx assassin that can easily cancel it in a multitude of ways.
He can. So Ollie is going for Arcane Blink now. He did go Boots of Travels first, but I think this is a very standard way to play it. I hear Jabatemo draining stuff. It's just in the jungle, level 20 Pugna talent, more Decrepify duration.
That's nice.
5-second duration is a lot. Double damage on the Dragon Knight. Starts going on the Troll. Doesn't do a lot of damage because, you know, it's a Dragon Knight at the end of the day. Doesn't really hit that hard, even with double damage. He's also got tread, so he's slow.
Decrep on a Troll ult is like most of the ult.
He's got BKB. He does also have Sanjin Yasha, so it's a bit less.
It's not quite that bad, but yeah, it's still pretty painful if you're
3.75 second duration. Still, that's a long time. You can't do a lot.
Half your ult is wasted.
Dragon Knight is about to run out of his ultimate. Oh, he's still got a fair bit left. We've got the stun range. Oh, BKB's popped, but Ross is quite a tanky hero and has the Aegis. So popping BKB, that is a very nice spell or ability item to bait out. So now the Radiant are actually in the lead when it comes to the map control. 5k net worth lead as well. What are they going to do? Take control of the outpost? Look at the warding from the Dire this game. It's got some very aggressive wards here and here. But they're kind of stuck here at the moment, so they're not particularly useful. Ollie's just split pushing anyway.
I really like Juju's itemization in this game as well, actually. Just get the Roots of Travel so he's fast and he can cancel this split push that the Roots of Travel's on the SF's doing as well. The Aeon Disc to keep him alive.
He's 8-1-10.
I really like the build from Ollie. I think it's easy for Pugners to just go
GG, yeah.
And like Blink Dagger or Dagon into like whatever, just blow people up.
Yep.
It's not what your team needs.
Ross has the full assault cuirass. They take another tower. Ross has the Aegis, so it's not going to expire for a whole minute. So he's absolutely fine. He's got his ult up against him. Went for the 20 strength talent. Quite a lot of damage going to Troll. Ollie blinks in, starts to channel his ultimate, gets the full ult up on Ross. Ross uses his ult, which I think might have been a mistake because he is now going to go down. But out comes another black hole. Fantastic black hole, pulling everyone in.
Double saved.
And now Kinder. Is he going to go down? He's actually going to be fine. Ross is trying to get the stun, does manage to get it in the end, and will find it. Yes, we have the Aghanims, which does mean you can imprison 2 targets, but the fight in the end is still over. Veterans, Black Holes, have been so patient and so perfectly timed. Yeah. Just every time they need it. As soon as the duel, that's when he uses it for, basically. Oh, you're dueling my core? Here's a Black Hole. And I'm surprised that Ross has done so well this late game on Dragon Knight. He's barely doing any damage compared to a core with his amount of farm, but yet it's still just about enough. He's tanky, and he gets the kills where they matter, and they can't bring him down. And Brex, he is again creating so much carnage in these fights.
All you need to do is kite the BKB duration, and then Juju can do all the damage because Pugner just, a high level Pugner just shreds.
And that's going to be game. Pretty much.
I would expect so, yeah.
You know the power of this shard on Jakiro, it does so much tower damage, because for some reason 2.5% of their max health applies to towers. I don't know why, but it does. I mean, who thought that was a good idea to do percent damage to towers? It hits so hard on the towers. And Jakiro has the attack range talent, so you're launching it at this ridiculous range. How much attack range does this hero have now? 825? He's also got a Grove Bow, because why not?
Yep, that's nice.
Yeah, I feel like the Dire are in a little bit of trouble here, because the Radiant, I mean, they've not lost any of their racks. All their tier 3 towers on full HP. They've got a tier 1 still alive in mid lane, which means you get another free glyph when it goes down. Whoa, it's tough. It's really, really tough for the Dire. I can't see anything they can do now. The Dragon Knight is going Sanjin Yasha, which is, well, it doesn't really give you much more damage, but it does make you tanky. So fair enough.
Yeah, Troll's still away from his axe.
Oh, he's been trying to build that for quite a long time.
Yeah.
He has fallen. Now, Ollie's net worth is really high. He is 5-1-4. He's hardly been in a lot of the exchanges, to be honest. He tries to get his ult up. I think Ollie should be looking for kills more often, like with the Yule's Blink ult, rather than just trying to use a disruptive ult. You've got the double imprisonment.
Team's not here.
Okay, Ollie tries to get his ult off, doesn't actually hit it. The Yule's gets off from the Brex. I think Brex is going to go down. He gets jeweled, and yes, he will eventually die. When the Ghost Scepter ends, the Doge will enjoy 30 more damage. Another building has gone down there. Some very strong creeps in the base, destroying more buildings. The towers are quite low as well. Less than 1,000 HP in both towers.
Yeah.
That's a kill on Brecht.
Has his Hex now, though, as well. More
Very
control.
nice item for Pugner.
Telescope is great on Jakiro as well.
Yes, very, very nice
really
item.
good on Jakiro. You can throw those liquid fires and liquid frosts out from further range. Your ice path's longer, your macro power's longer, your dual breath's longer.
Yes, everything it needs, attack range and cast range.
Yeah.
The perfect combo. So I don't know what the Dire do. They're kind of sitting in their base. Finally, the Agnums is up on Troll. They do have a strong team still. They can win team fights, but it's really hard when you have to stay in your base the whole time. And these creeps are so strong. Noodles also cannot really farm the creeps. Doesn't have any AoE. I guess he does have Meteor Hammer, but the creeps are a lot tankier than the 690 damage you can do with Meteor Hammer.
Yeah.
The problem with Ross is no mobility. He's a slower hero with no items, no Shadow Blade, no Blink Dagger. He maybe should have gone Blink, I think.
I think SNY now, I'm not sure about that. I feel like Blink next is probably what you'd look to.
He kind of doesn't need to do anything but just walk in and be tanky. That's all he's doing. Look, just slowly walks in. Held in place by Noodles. 800 mana stolen. Brex, he gets dueled. That's not going to be good for Brex. Oh no, Brex is kept alive, but the hammer is dropped. Can we get a kill onto the Legion Commander? Yes, we can. Ollie uses his ult, but immediately procs the Aeon Disc on Juju, so Juju will not be crowd control for long. We've got the Hex, so he's ready to use the Hex. Just Ice Path. Doesn't even have the BKB available, but I think he may be able to get out nevertheless. I think Ollie, though, is in a bit of trouble. He usually blinks away. Not this time. There's a gem on the floor. It's not looking good for the Radiant, the Die. I don't know why it took so long to buyback, but finally Deutsch has buyback. He's coming back into the fight. Pugner is low. Hex has already been used. Troll Warlord is being held in place. Stun into stun into stun. Nice Macropie, double Black Hole. Noodles doesn't black... I mean, he could have done that on Veteran. He didn't have to do it on both of his team because he didn't even use the BKB. So maybe a bit of a mistake. He assumed he was in the BKB, but he wasn't. Ross is finally going to go down. Deutsch will find a double kill. Just walks around, gets a double kill, but there are so many creeps now. One more kill. It's not going to be long before Deutsch gets taken down too. He does manage to dispel himself, and now look at the amount of creeps hitting the base. You do have buyback from Noodles, but it's going to be too late. And finally, it is GG. Well, there you have it.
Two quite well managed games from the B-ballers, I guess.
I didn't have my faith in POS 1 Dragon Knight building like that, but it just worked somehow. They had the Dire had so much more damage in their lineup, but yeah, the Dragon Knight just walked in and just existed and won. Let's have a look at his damage. 12,000 damage rate. He did more with Radiance than he did with auto attacking. I mean, that says something, doesn't it?
Yep, Radiant's good item.
I mean, just existing in the fights was enough for him to do stuff that game. Ridiculous. Good farm though. And not quite as much as Debate Mail, but in the end, it was still enough. And yeah, it was a close game to some extent, but eventually the Radiant they were winning the team fights, and consistently they had great black holes. That Roche fight was a bit of a disaster for the Dire.
Yeah. Kind of cut them off from there.
It did. And Tom, who bet all 5,600, I'm guessing, of his channel points, gets them back an extra 1,000 to him. There you go. Unfortunately, the two people bet on the Dire, losing their 1,000 points. So, yeah, the same team won both games, but they were good games.